All right, we can call to order our Monday, May 18th, 2026 Hartford Park and Rec meeting. We'll start with roll call. Tim Weber, President here. Wendy Kuehl, Vice President.
Here.
Frank Blaine, Secretary.
Here.
Duncan Woodhull.
Here.
Chad Morrison is out with notice. Council Rep Keith Carlson.
Here.
And then City Rep Craig Wagner.
Here.
All right, first order is approval of the agenda. Anybody wants to give an approval? Or a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Approved, okay. And then we can approve the previous minutes from the 27th. I don't know if you had a chance to look over that or not, Duncan, but
Yep.
kind of status quo going. So if anybody wants to make a motion to approve those.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
All right.
I will second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Very good. And then right into public comments. We don't have any public people here. If anybody shows up during the meeting, we can make time for them at the end too. So we can keep cruising right on to reports, updates from council staff and members on non-agenda items. It looks like we had one thing that stuck out to me in here was maybe thinking about putting cameras in the parks.
Yeah, kind of just give you a little bit of an update. Me and Craig been talking about it. Every year we struggle with vandalism, especially in the main park, and this year's no exception. Every weekend the guys seem to have some issue. Mostly it's in the restrooms,
Restrooms, that's what I was
plugging.
wondering.
And now with our new camera system down at our wastewater plant, it's easy enough. We've talked with the rep, Craig's talked with the rep to add cameras to that same system. So now might be the good time to get something out there. Sports complex too, we talked about that. That's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and whatnot. So Craig's gonna try to get a quote on some cameras and then put something together. So maybe, especially come budget time, we can talk with the city council and see if that's something we want to look at. I'm not thinking this would be something that would come out of your guys' capital improvement. You know, it's not really capital improvement, it's more kind of a safety and maintenance issue, so we take it just out of the regular park budget and not your guys'. But just want to give you an update. That's something we've been talking about. And I think we're at the point needed. It'd be.
The tree drop site too.
Oh yes, we talked about the tree. We've got a camera there. It's very limited though. I mean, you can see a picture of vehicles coming off, but it's really hard. You can't really zoom into a license plate and actually verify somebody unless you get the exact right angle and they're right there. So, like I said, you know, we can add it to this new system now, so this might be the time to talk with the council and add some of that. I think it's just something we're needed at this point, you know, because we do have issues that arise, and more lately too, so.
I'm meeting with the rep on Thursday, actually. So.
I got that lined up, so, yeah.
Perfect.
Keep you guys informed.
Is there something we can go faster on the city, I mean, can we, is there some discretionary?
Yeah, when we get some quotes together, I mean, we can talk with the city council, and if you guys want to expense funds this year versus next, certainly
Yeah.
can. I think it's all gonna come down what the quotes are,
Yeah,
and
we'll
if
see
it's-
what the quotes
we'll see
are.
how expensive it is.
All right, well, let's see if we can slip it in before the budget's gonna delay it.
Yeah.
When we designed the one for the wastewater plant, we made sure we went a little bit larger with it so we could add. I think we can add up to, we've got 3 down there, so we could add like 13 more cameras.
Yeah, so we can.
It's got
add
16
one.
capacity.
Is this like on-site or something like that, or?
It's an actual, I'm trying to think what the brand of it is. It's an actual security camera system.
Okay.
But we do have one at the wastewater plant, it's actually got the license plate where you can read license plate and then you could type in that license plate, it'll pull back,
Oh,
show
wow.
any videos that were there. You could type in white Ford truck.
Yes.
And it'll.
Oh, really?
It'll search for a white Ford truck that's been
Wow.
on any videos in the past. so many years.
Capabilities of it are a lot better than our, like,
Yeah.
what we have on the
Excellent.
top
It's
side.
it's all AI, so
Yeah,
it's really high tech.
Like a flock camera.
We struggled for years with vandalism, and it's
Yeah.
just getting worse, so maybe if we could catch a few on the look, it would help, you know.
All right.
I guess the only thing I'd add is, I can add, we started digging out for Turtle Creek ball field there, we have the bleachers for players benches. So we are getting those installed right now, so it should be, hoping by probably Thursday, we'll be pouring concrete for there, and then plus we got a drinking fountain that's going in by the dog park, for the people walking by, or, they can walk over by the dog park there and get a drink of water there, so. We didn't want to, when we put in the hydrants at the dog park, we didn't feel like we really wanted to put a multi-use one where they got the dog and then the people can drink there, because, you don't know what the dogs.
Yeah.
So we decided to just put the drinking fountain on the outside, and that was donated by, or a portion of it was, or was all of it by Larson's?
Yeah, I'm Troy and Deanne
Yeah,
Larson.
so we're getting that installed here this week too, so that'll be good. Otherwise, I think the rest of it's coming up later, so.
Very good. And then you said the city plans to add address numbers to help visitors, emergency responders on the.
Yeah, and I think the guys have picked them up, haven't they? Did I
I
see
don't know if they
that?
have or not.
I thought I saw that one, of the invoices from her, but, so our new sign, the white side of it faces western. We figured we'd put addresses here just right down that portion, so, visitors can find it, and
Yeah.
emergency services can find it and whatnot, so I think it should look nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
We are putting up, with that Swenson sign, we are putting some blocks, landscaping blocks around that, just so mowers don't have to get close to it, otherwise they'll have it wrecked.
Yep.
I'd like to say the guys are good, but they're not.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else to report?
I think the rest of the stuff's kind of coming up later or whatever, so.
Perfect.
But wait, Craig, once we have the new robotic mower, it won't be a problem.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
Get 'em out there.
What do you call that mower? That thing is dangerous sometimes. It is beautiful.
Okay, very good. We can move into old business. We can start with Swenson Park concession stand discussion. It sounds like it's going pretty good.
Yeah,
we've
talked
covered
to
it.
Dave Durson a couple times, it sounds like he's doing good there, and he's comfortable with the sales he's having, and he hasn't had any issues, so far so good.
Very good. And then advertising agreements, or we do have an update on the back of our packet if anybody's curious on who's been recruited in here by Duncan, and who's been paid, who still owes Duncan, who's
It's all about me. I think we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, we've just got just a few left that, I've talked with the gal with Checker Graphics and making them, that is, she's just finishing off probably this last week. We have one person I'm still working with trying to get their logo from, but otherwise, all the rest is in the works, and the majority of them are up and going, so, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape.
And we are looking into different type of stickers for the scoreboards. They are a disaster to put up once we get it.
Did you talk to
For the-
Crystal?
I called her, she was on vacation, so I'm supposed
Okay, I did send her an email
Okay.
when I was giving her an update of just like touching base, who we got outside, and I said that you were gonna call and
Yep,
ask her
I
about a different
contacted her. She's
material
on
for the
vacation, So I
stickers.
said when she gets back, I'll get.
She's back, I think.
Yeah, I think she got back this weekend, so.
Are those illuminated or anything, or backlit? or-
No, they're just regular stickers, but they're real thin, like a vinyl, and when you start to put them on, they stretch, and then pretty soon you have air pockets behind them, and then you try to get them worked out, then you got
Need
wrinkles
to
in
be
it.
a little
and-
thicker material.
Yeah, it was, you just, we're working on them, it was like, oh, this is not, it looks pretty good from way back.
Yeah, it looks good from the
Don't
stands,
get
right?
You get close, it's not good. So we're gonna try to come up with a better sticker that'll work better on them, so.
It's more expensive real estate. We gotta be spot on with that.
Yeah. We'll be working on that, getting something better figured out.
I
Yeah,
called her
I've
sooner
got-
than later because she
I'll try to
got
get
some
them.
more to do.
Yeah, I told her before she even started doing anything with them, so I'll get over tomorrow.
I picked up a few more ideas too, so. I took a picture of someone's calendar to business, and I thought, oh. And then I start checking off the people that we've got, and then I've got 4 or 5 here that I've not reached out to, so.
Perfect.
We'll just keep going.
All right. 2026 budget item review. The 26 budget items, Lyons Park, we had pickleball courts and the practice board. It sounds like the council went with our recommendation to continue as previously suggested and not add in tensioning rods. Just kind of go forward. Are we going to try to change anything, like putting caulk down before the paint,
Yeah,
anything like
and I
that?
talked to the guy that did the original courts for us, the concrete work. He was supposed to get together with me last week, and I don't know if he got busy or what, but it didn't work out. So this week I want to meet with him just to recheck his prices, make sure get an actual quote from him for all that. But we are gonna look at, when they do the saw cut for the brakes, we're gonna come up with either epoxy or something that we could put in there that'll self-level before we paint. So I gotta talk to the surfacing guy to make sure whatever we use, everything's compatible for you, so.
Very good.
That'll keep that, hopefully, from getting that hairline back, showing through.
Excellent. Excellent. Have you been on the pickleball courts this year yet?
No.
No?
I haven't.
How about you, Frank?
No.
No?
The weather and,
Yeah.
it's either too windy or it's
we-
too
Yeah.
We
cold.
might have in March, actually, once.
Yeah?
Grandsons.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on them.
You were?
Put the nets up.
Yeah. There you go. Very good. They are still busy. Every time I'm there, there's a lot of young kids on them all the time, so. Very good. Swenson Park, we can move on. Shade structures and bleachers. I think you guys were working on getting
Yeah, I
concrete.
still need to get that finalized up and
Yeah.
get stuff going for that.
And then you had scoreboards you were looking to get ordered here
Yeah,
coming
they
soon?
should, supposedly they're ordered. I've been going back and forth with Lyles, or not Lyles Signs, but Daktronics, trying to get the wording right and all that stuff. So last week, I believe we finally got everything taken care of, so they're supposed to be ordered. So I'll just double check on them too to make sure that they are, so.
Very good. And then we had netting between black tie and the soccer fields, and we were gonna kind of look and see what options were available for that.
Yeah, and I've got the name of one of the coach, whatever, for the soccer. I gotta contact him and just verify what fields they're gonna be playing on for sure.
Yeah,
'Cause what we budgeted was just enough for behind the one field, so.
okay.
So I've got his contacts, I'll get hold of him to check and see, make sure.
Which coach are you contacting, because Kane's no longer with them?
Who's that?
Matt Kane's no longer.
No, it's not him, it's
Okay.
somebody
Anderson?
that's who I contacted to get the contact.
Oh, yes, God, okay.
So he sent it back to me that already
Perfect.
that day, so I just got a name and number to everything, so I'll get ahold of that person.
Very good. Is that something that we think we might want to add more of for next year? Or what are your thoughts on that? Is we just have enough for one, or just kind of see if that makes a substantial improvement or not?
I
Or?
think a lot of it's gonna depend on which, because right now, they've only playing the one middle field, the full
Mhm.
length. The rest of them are all playing east and west, so you'd have to, if you want a net up there, you have to put up the whole way.
Yep,
And I think the biggest thing is the kicks at the goal that we're going over. there.
Yep.
So-
okay.
So, and then the far field at this time, that's more flag football and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that they've been practicing on and doing, so. I think one should be, I think for now, probably good.
Very good. And then, the refurbished playground equipment, it sounds like we've identified where it should go.
Yep.
That was kind of a big hurdle.
Yeah, we're gonna start hauling, we gotta bring a little fill in there to get that up to level. And
Okay.
we'll put fencing up to around there.
Very good.
So I'm actually hoping next week we can start hauling some dirt in there and get started, getting that put in place, so.
Are we doing, wood chips for that too, or are we just gonna do dirt out there, or do we have a plan? Do we need a budget
Wood-
for something?
Wood chips are by far probably the most reasonable.
Mhm.
You'd have to either do wood chips or you can do sand or P-rock yet, which I don't like using that.
Yeah,
And then you've got your manufactured rubber,
Yep.
which is expensive.
yeah. My biggest, thing with out there is it obviously is a lot more susceptible to wind than we are in town. Do you
Yeah,
think that's a big
The
issue,
wind
or?
doesn't usually affect them as much as
Okay.
a heavy rain.
Oh, really?
Heavy rain will wash them
Wash them
out.
away.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing we had in the other park was the heavy rains would come through there. Once we got the border up, it's been good.
Okay, Very good. Should we, budget for a border for out around that?
I think I might have a lot of it. We got some
Okay.
donated by the schools.
Oh, very good.
So when they took all the stuff out, we kept all that, and then George had a pile of more of it, so
Oh,
we got that
nice.
all at our shop, so we'll be looking at putting that up there.
Okay, excellent.
You're
So-
gonna talk about putting fencing up though.
We are gonna put fencing up, yeah,
Is that
around,
part
on
of that?
both, on the two sides, on the west side of where the playground's gonna be, and then on the south side, so that cars are, and kids, so kids not running off into the driving area or in the, you know.
Is that in the
Right, yeah.
budgeted amount for this year, or?
I guess we'll have to see what we decide to put up there. I do have some fencing available.
Okay.
We try to keep a lot of stuff just in case. So we'll see what kind of shape it's in and stuff like that. We might have to buy some posts or things like that. It won't be real expensive to do, so we'll do all that ourselves.
Very good. And then, concrete boxes, Turtle Creek Park for the, disc golf course. It's on the list. It's not a big deal, so as time is available, you can just frame them up.
We've been looking into that. I know we were talking about a 10-by-10 pad, I believe it was. Eric was doing some research on that, and he came up, what he found was they were doing a 5-by-10 pad.
Okay,
But I thought maybe we could even do a 6 or even, so it's not square, you know, so.
Yep.
Like I said, I think we'll probably either 6 or 8 foot, just so they got a little bit more room, they can come in different angles. And
Yeah.
We'll go to full 10. And that's something it's on the board right now, so when somebody gets freed up, we're gonna start digging. We'll do like 3 of them at a time.
Excellent.
So we don't get too much at one time.
yeah,
It's-
sounds great.
So we'll be getting those, it's on the board, ready to get started on.
All right, and then we still have, those unallocated funds, in the budget, so there's some things that maybe come up this year, whether if they want us to pull for helping with the cameras, or if we need to put a little bit more into getting that playground equipment up. Those are things I think would be great uses of that.
I think the cameras should be not a budget, not expense out of your guys' stuff, or, maybe.
Just regular park maintenance?
Yeah,
Kinda talk
you know,
about that.
if we put the fence up, you know, if we need to buy new fencing, you know, that might be something we need to allocate some to, because that'd probably could be up to 1,000, 1,500, I'm guessing.
Okay,
Um,
or maybe with the practice board, maybe we need to pour some concrete near that. That
Yeah,
might be a good spot to put some of
yeah.
that money too. Something like that. So, unless anybody else has some sweet ideas that we can throw together.
Well, you talked about that digger, that one.
Yeah, those little excavators,
Yeah.
those seated excavators, those are fun.
Maybe you could price one of those out and see.
Yeah, those are about
Unless they don't.
$1,000 a piece is
Yeah.
about what those run, so. I did look into those, and it seems like they are exactly the same as they were 30 years ago, so.
Yep, you still got a mechanic, got to use physical labor. to-
Yep,
Right.
yep, it's perfect.
Were you gonna talk to some of the construction companies about?
I certainly can. I know Craig said let's just hold off on that and see what we're at for non-allocated funds and maybe go that route, but I'm all for talking to these guys too, so no problems. Either way, we want to go with that.
So the 35.5 to be spent 2026,
Correct.
or could we, you don't carry
You
that
can't
over?
carry it,
No,
no.
it doesn't carry over, so.
This year.
Use it
Yep,
or-
use it or lose it.
Use it or lose it. Because Craig, you talked about, you got bids on the basketball courts, my favorite topic, and I think you said 45?
I'd have to look back, I think it was right around there. I know the price is pretty good.
Because I think that would be a,
So we have taken redoing the park shelters out of this 35,000 already.
No.
So we've used, and this is the total, we've used a little over 6,000 already for shelter improvements. And that, I know there's a couple more bills coming for that last shelter, so.
okay.
So some of that is used already.
And that might be kind of tough to get in this summer yet, too.
No, I understand that.
But you're thinking like a down payment type of thing, so make it less of a
Yeah.
impact for next year.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, I just figured that.
Down
Yeah.
payment for a sport court,
Just
Craig.
pointing it out.
You really,
You know, starting the bids or whatever, put a down payment on, so then we don't have to pay, you know. So that
Right.
we lock them into prices.
For 2027.
Right, correct.
I mean, and to me, that's That's a no-brainer improvement that everyone
That's
can.
probably why I came up with it.
Exactly, that everyone can take advantage of, considering Hartford's the Class 2A champions.
And just to be clear, anything we do, so this playground equipment was budgeted last year.
Last
so
year.
There's no funds this year, so that's gonna have to come out of that allocated amount of whatever we.
Like if we need wood chips or.
Right, if we need
Yeah.
wood chips, or we
Fencing.
need some parts for that, you know.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so maybe just see, once this playground gets up, what
Yeah.
dollar amount you actually have
Yep.
left in that, so.
Very good.
So yeah, Craig, if you could look into it, see what that would, if there is if there's a program where you could make a down payment.
I think we would be asking quite a lot out of our concrete contractor, but we might be open to it.
I was just seeing if I could find the price here. $24,107.19. And that was for, I think what size that was. I think I,
That sounds cheap, yeah.
yeah, it was a pretty
I said,
good,
we put into budget like
45,
46,000, yeah,
Put
46,000.
45 in.
Yeah.
well, this is for basketball court, so.
That's
Yep.
what we put in
Okay.
for, to budget, was 46,000.
Okay.
I'm not sure where we got the 46,000.
24 would be great.
So I told him to, a 45 by 75 pad is what I said for him, because that, I think, was a little bit bigger than the one we got now. And it's more of a, kind of a, what they said for a recreational type thing, whatever. So for the 45 by 75 pad, and he was talking 5 inches thick, half-inch fiberglass rebar, 2 foot on center each way. So they'll be built like the pickleball courts were, with the extra rebar throughout the whole thing, and then 5 inches thick. So it was a really good price that he sent over, so.
And then do you think we would need to buy new basketball hoops, or would we?
Yeah,
try
you'd
to-
want to get different hoops and everything
Okay.
if you're gonna do it. So you'd probably almost set the hoops, kind of back, have the ones that come forward, so you actually get more.
I'll see if I can get a picture of what I saw in Europe last summer with soccer cages underneath the basketball hoop.
I've seen
Basketball
that.
hoop comes off of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that, yeah, kind of goes out forward. That's
So
what-
I'm sorry, you said
That's-
25?
Handball, maybe, handball, soccer.
The
Yeah,
price he gave
everything to
me,
do with that,
which
so.
says good for 30
Multi-use.
days, but I'm sure you probably honored anyway, was
Yeah.
$24,107.19.
It might help keep the kids over.
I don't know where we got the 46,000, might need to adjust that in our budget.
Perfect.
So would we have enough leftover funds to think about that?
It all depends on what you spend on that playground and what these other projects come in at.
Maybe. We did save a bit on the on the
Yep.
parking lot, but,
Yep, yep, parking on the playground, we did come under budget, so. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's less than, let's see. Yeah, it's less than, probably about 750 square foot, which is really reasonable.
Okay.
You know, when I seen the price, I was like, are you sure you're quoting right? It's usually about, I mean, yes, last year even, I think the pickleball courts were like 8 or 850
yeah.
square foot, so.
The scoreboards, when you ordered them, did they come in at budget, 25,000?
Yeah, they'll be, actually, the price was a little less than what we had originally got, and we'll get, I think they came in about 14 or 15,000, and then we've got we've got to make the structures yet for them, and I had a quote on them, I could look it up too, but I want to say they were like 4,000 for the two of them. and then concrete, so. So they'll come in below, well, we still gotta get electrical too, so they'll be closer, maybe a little bit under budget with them too, so.
So Tim, how's that work, then you would make a recommendation to the city council?
Yeah. for
Yeah, we
addition.
would vote on it, and then Teresa and Craig would take it to the city council and ask for us to release funds for that.
Yeah, they held back a certain portion until we came up with ideas, and they didn't wanna just have it there for us, so they said,
Right.
when you get
Yeah,
ideas,
they
come
wanna have
back.
the
Or
and
final.
something specific, yeah.
Yep, then they let release
Yeah.
it, so. Yep.
Okay.
Very good. All right, anything else on 26 budget items that we should chat about?
That's it for now.
Very good. All right, we can move on to the 1 to 5 year Parks Improvement Plan. And then on the back here, it was included in our packet, some recommendations that we had through the parks, through our engineering plan. So there are some things, if you guys are looking for ideas or want to bounce your head off of what was recommended to us versus what we've been doing, there's some good things back there. New pool, throw that in there anytime. Accessible paths, that was a big one. Obviously, every year, we're kind of working towards that a little bit more. One thing that they did suggest in the original plan was to put another path kind of perpendicular through Lyons Park of the path that's already there. And if you look at the map, it looks pretty nice. And it kind of connects almost like the pickleball area down to the mezzanine. So that would be maybe something to look at in the future as well, just going off of the individual park summaries out of our packet. Otherwise, if anybody has come back this month with any big ideas or seen anything else that they would like to try to implement or think we should be talking about in the next year.
I think the new park up in Jan's Corporation will probably be close next year to be looking at equipment for there.
Okay. Should we put a budget
See where
item?
they get through this year, if they get because they've already showed us the spot, I believe, unless they change. But they should have that road in supposedly this year and plot that area, so the park should be plotted in this fall, I would say.
Don't know.
And then
That would,
that's
if everything goes according to plan, maybe.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be before next
And I
year.
think we should probably look at, for that new park, stubbing water and sewer in there for bathrooms, because it's kind of nice to have bathrooms in the park.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's really not nice when it's not there, that's for sure.
So we'll make sure when we do the plans that we do have water and sewer stuff out to that area. We'll kind of figure out the best area to put them so that we got the water and sewer available in that area.
Just one
So-
thing to get on people's radar. Mike Fitzmaurice, they dedicated a statue to him in Sioux Falls, but it's only there for a year, and then they have to find a home for it. And I'm assuming Sioux Falls will find a home for it somewhere. But if they don't, I was thinking we should try to get a hold of them and consider putting it in Century Park.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Good idea.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. That'd be great. So going back to that park, if they budget something, you want Craig to get some numbers together of
Yeah,
what it's gonna take?
I mean, to me, it sounded like $100,000. Maybe we want to earmark towards something like that.
It'll be easily that.
Or more. so.
It'll be easily that.
Yeah, yeah, I was just thinking, well, this was what, 60,000 for the
A
kids'
little,
playground?
yeah.
So we're gonna want more than that, plus a bathroom, water and sewer, so maybe 150,000.
And you got, like, there's some that you can look, they'll have packages where you can get swing sets and get the different things. So I'll put together get some pictures and get some numbers together for that.
That'd be great. I'd love to have the full request for that bathrooms and everything, just so we can have it all up and running, and if then they come back and wanna break it up in a couple of years, that's okay, but at least we know where we're at.
What's the targeted market for that whole development? Is it seniors? Is it-
They're larger lots, so I think you're gonna have, I'm not saying older people, but they're not gonna be starter homes, with,
Right.
Yeah,
they're gonna be,
expensive homes.
they're gonna be expensive homes, so you're looking at 30 to 60, like 40
Well,
to
some
60.
of these young kids are
I don't know,
putting
I don't know,
pretty
I don't know, sorry, I'm gonna say, some of the young kids got really nice houses too, but they are gonna be, they're not gonna be starter homes. They're not gonna be apartments in there, so it's gonna be single
So
family.
probably less toddler park and maybe
Bigger.
more mature.
Yeah.
Unless you would have
I would
grandparents or
think so.
something.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's something, we'll just get some ideas and
Yeah.
we gotta figure out how big of an area it
Like
wants
I
to.
said, you gotta figure out the area, just how much room you got to work with, the
Right.
placement of playground equipment, placement of the restroom. Are we gonna have some parking, like at the park, are we just gonna use on-street parking?
Yeah, that's all
You know,
things to consider.
Yeah, those are all things to consider there. So, but it's good to start working on it, to figure out kind of the layouts, kind of thinking about that.
What do we see with Lyons Park right now? Do we see most of the people that are coming to play, are they parking on the on-street parking, or do you think most of them are in the dedicated lots?
I think most of them are in the lots that
Yeah,
I see.
see very few
Not
people parking
along
on the
street,
streets or anything
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Everything's either in the parking lots or, that, we do have that street parking on the one side there, that diagonal that fills up pretty quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that diagonal is probably the most utilized
And that's,
parking.
I was in a couple different towns here, it's, I was stopping, going by the parks, and that, and you'll see a lot of them, I have just that diagonal parking going in there.
Mhm.
But it's just straight, line, they ain't angled for one direction.
Yeah.
Like this other one down here is kind of angled for one direction.
Yeah.
Swing there.
Where's that development, sort of? Give me an idea, just a little.
So
So
we're-
you know where Quick Star is going in up here?
Yep.
Yeah. That acres, the
Right behind it.
Right to the east, right to the east of it.
Yeah.
And it's all farmland right now, but
Yep,
also,
okay.
I think it's 140 acres, something like that.
something like that.
Is there something north of that too?
Nothing at this time. There's room for another apartment up there yet, where those
Oh,
apartments
no, I
are.
mean, not north of the apartment, but.
Oh, there's three lots there that are commercial.
Okay.
Yep. Right to the north of where Quick Star's going in.
No, yeah, but
You're
No, no, no.
talking
North
about
is,
the Jan's,
development.
right, no, it's just all farm.
Oh, that just,
Yeah,
that
so
still is a
they're-
farm for now?
Yeah, so their development goes all the way to Second Street.
Right,
Yep.
okay.
So-
To that other
And then on
group of
Second,
houses.
yeah, and then Second Street, you got those individual homes back in, yeah.
Yeah, so
Very good.
everything else would be out in the county still, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you were right, from what I was hearing, that it was larger homes.
Yeah,
Than
that's
sort
kind of
of.
what they're targeting, they're gonna be larger lots, so it's gonna be larger homes
Still
probably.
county.
You could say.
That's it.
Yes, that's all coming. The only portion that's not is where the Windsor development just started.
Okay.
Once you get past there, everything is.
So from like just south of Needles is up to where?
Yeah,
so
actually,
it's-
right at Second Street there, all this is, what's his name? I think he's still out in the county too, right there at the intersection, the corner of Second and,
Writers?
yeah.
Yeah, they're in the county still.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if we had some type of agreement when we went through the streets.
No, they definitely do not want to be annexed. They're just letting us do the road.
And then starting soon? Yeah.
Jan's, they got their preliminary plans to us, I think we're still making comments back and forth, the engineers are looking them over, but
Sure.
they made everything sound like they want to start this summer, so.
Yeah, they definitely want to start their grading this summer and whatnot, whether they'll have lots available, it'll probably be next year before, they'll get the infrastructure in, but.
Do we have to link that path up there somewhere?
Do we have-
You know, that walking path that we have along 38?
Yep,
Do we, or does it sort of hook up through the apartments that they would, I mean, let's say to the park?
I guess at this time, there's nothing set up to bring up to that park. It's definitely something we could,
Like, well, I think they have a sidewalk that would go past. like,
The sidewalks,
to the
they'll-
apartments, So then we just have to connect,
as the lots develop, they'll be putting in sidewalks,
Sure.
so, yeah.
so maybe we'll be okay.
yeah, you'll have sidewalk from the path all the way up there, because Quick Star will have to put sidewalks in,
Yeah, as long as we don't have to put another bike path or something.
Yeah.
Those are expensive.
Yes, they are.
And trying to get the easements in the right of ways, or get the easements for them, especially if it's a new development, you gotta try to plan ahead for them.
Sure.
Otherwise, you won't get them from a homeowner.
I was just hoping that we would be able to link up with that path, that's all, but I'm sure it's all taken care of.
So whether it's, we get next year or the year after, it's definitely something we want on the 1 to 5 CIPs for the park system.
Sure. Because that apartment building is in this park, or playground area in the back there, I think.
Yep.
All right, so we should maybe preliminarily on the 27 add like 150,000 for Jan's Park and just put it in our budget or in our
My
graph.
gut's telling me you're not gonna get till 2028.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
that's what
okay.
my gut's telling me. You think we're gonna be that soon and next year?
Even if you did have the land, everything ready, if you only got 4 or 5 houses up there, does it justify having a park system in there?
Yeah, that's just it. It's like,
Okay,
It's just, something to really consider.
just something we want to get on the
Yeah.
CIP,
Good design,
definitely
so we
on
know.
our radar, like you
Yeah.
said.
do we need to get anything to engineering for it or ISG for a park layout on something like that, or is that something we would just want to do in-house?
I think probably a lot of it in-house.
Okay, perfect, good with me.
It'll be
In the park.
cheaper in-house.
Yeah, for sure.
Once you know the layout of the land and some size of the equipment,
It kind of fits itself together, right?
The park
So-
board can certainly look it over and say, yeah, let's look at putting this here and there, and everybody throw ideas in it. Always you get ISG, they've got a whole different idea than
Uh-huh,
the average person,
yeah.
and it's expensive.
The city park in Humboldt's actually quite nice, and they put in
It's very
some
nice.
RV campground sites.
Yeah, campgrounds are nice in parks like that, not in Hartford. I brought the idea up and we actually started laying it out, and I thought I was gonna get kicked out of town.
The residents by the park aren't so much in favor of them.
So, yeah, they do have a nice setup up there.
Is an RV set of slips of something we should be looking at in the future, or is that a draw or something? I mean, maybe not in the city center, but somewhere around Hartford?
It would be nice if we could get a contractor or developer that would want to start his own.
Yeah.
and Not be a city
Yep.
thing.
Right.
FYI, Lennox has a city campground. They're looking at shutting it down.
Okay.
It's nothing but expense and maintenance.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact that they're gonna shut down
Okay.
the city-owned campground.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, they do.
Unless it's just south, I thought they had an RV park.
And it's funny you bring it up, because Planning and Zoning Board is going to be talking about campgrounds, because actually right now, in our zoning regulations, there is no zone that allows a campground. So if somebody
Okay.
wanted to do it right now, they can't. So we're gonna have that discussion is, do we want to allow them and then what zones? I can see them like NRC's park ground or, I mean, you don't want them in residential because,
Oh,
you'll have some
definitely.
people that won't like them or whatnot, but you could do like park ground or maybe a commercial ground or something, so they're gonna have that discussion of where, so that'll kind of limit where, you can have a campground, but there'll be some more discussions on that.
Very good. All right, anybody have anything else to add to our 27 ideas? We are just a couple of short meetings away from having to get serious about putting our budget in front of the council, so if we have any ideas, please bring them forward in the next couple of meetings, right? Otherwise, we can keep moving on to new business. We got a booth for Jamboree Days. That's an information booth. It's a free booth. Anybody can sit out there and kind of give a rundown of what we're doing as a Parks and Rec board, and maybe touch base on advertising agreements and any of that stuff. And we're
So
recruiting
I
ideas
did
and ideas.
secure, I sent in the vendor form for the booth, so that is all secured. We won't have another meeting before Jamboree Day, so, I guess whoever's gonna work, are we gonna want like the same information we had last year? 'Cause did you work it last year?
Yeah.
Or
Frank
me
and I
Frank,
did.
we
I thought that
both
information was great.
Do like some of
Yeah.
those pamphlets again and whatnot, of what we had there to hand out, so, okay. All right, so just wanna make sure, see if there's anything else you wanted, or if that was good, or
Yep.
we'll put something together for you guys then, so.
I will be gone, but Frank?
We're talking about leaving that weekend, but I would
I'm
like
gone
to stick
that-
around.
I'm gone that day too.
Well, maybe we won't have them.
I might be able to fill in some stuff. I know at the bank we do try to get involved in Jamboree Days as well, but I'll be able to find
You're
some
gonna be
time.
around?
Yeah,
Perfect.
so,
We'll prepare you.
all right.
Maybe Chad, maybe
Crash
Chad's
course.
available, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know maybe Jeff, yeah, is available, so, yeah, you can check with him, but I'll get some of those pamphlets ready, and then you guys figure out who's gonna do what, and.
all right. And then we also were talking about the 4th of July, 250th anniversary of 4th of July here, so if anybody has any ideas, the council has suggested July 17th, and we'll run in conjunction with other activities on that date. But if we had any ideas here, I guess I'm impartial. I don't have any outstanding ideas myself, but if you guys had heard of other communities doing something, or,
Actually, I'm meeting with the Chamber's Marketing Committee tomorrow morning, so we're gonna do some more discussion, because we're gonna combine it with the Chamber's block party and kind of just do one big celebration, so I'll probably have a lot more information after that as far as what they wanna do, what we wanna add to it and stuff, so have some more details going
Is that
forward.
July 7th?
July 17th, Friday, July 17th, I think we're thinking 6 to 9 as of now. Like I said, I'll touch base with them to kind of confirm everything, but things that they have always had with their block party, vendors and food trucks and like things for the kids to do, activities. I think we're thinking of adding stuff like a free community meal, the council's been talking about. Maybe selling merchandise like T-shirts or whatnot. We're incorporating, it's Hartford's 130th, we talked, so we'll incorporate that with it too. Fireworks, we've already got, I think, a firework commitment on it, so, I work out good that it ends at 9 and we can go into fireworks there. So, a band, I think we're hiring there, so, yeah, so, like I said, I'll know a lot more after tomorrow morning and kind of have some more details, but I think it should be pretty good.
very
You're
good.
looking at the city paying for that meal, or are they gonna try to get like Sioux Valley Energy or?
Well, that'll be part of the discussion. Let's see what, I know the chamber director was gonna get some quotes on what cost would be from different caterers, so we'll kind of see what that dollar amount comes in or whatnot. I know we did talk about, or she talked about, we're gonna put up banners, and she thought maybe get some sponsorships for some of that, and whatnot, and generate some money for that. She thought maybe some businesses would do it, so, I said, well, she's been kind of working on it a little bit, so, that with marketing, so I'll know more tomorrow.
Rely Bank has that trailer grill. They would love to donate to the cause, letting they use that for something like this too, so. There's hot dogs, hamburgers if they want to cook outdoors or whatever. That's a pretty big grill and cooks stuff up pretty well, so throw that in there. Okay, so I think that brings us pretty close to the end. We can review agenda items for our next meeting in April. If there's anything else we want to add on to that.
June.
Oh, yeah, yeah, my bad. I was just reading off the wrong page, so, in June.
Yeah.
But,
Feels like April right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It is that.
I will not be at put my report at the June meeting, or July meeting, so.
I'll probably also be gone, so somebody can do this.
I think I'm here.
So if we want to sneak things through next meeting, will be the time to do it.
Yeah,
So
well, the
don't
boss
let
is
Craig
out.
do anything.
Yeah.
That's what he
While
likes
the
to
boss
sneak
is
stuff
out,
through when I'm,
Everything's
yeah.
approved.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
put a thumb down on it.
We did not talk about Wendy's pickleball courts,
Oh,
her practice board that she came up with.
well, I just put it into AI, so, just to see
All
what
Wendy's
options. And I didn't
proprietary
really know.
information.
Yeah. I didn't really know what
I'm gone in
material
June
could be.
too.
Uh-oh.
No chance here, you guys can still have a quorum. Right?
Like I say, with just two of you gone, if it's just Frank and Duncan, you still have a quorum, because you got 3 voting members. But if Wendy, Tim, or Chad's gone, we need to reschedule that.
Reschedule.
We can reschedule if you guys want to, if you get the week before or the week after, to
The
get you
week
guys.
before,
We're getting, pretty close to the budget time, so I would like to have as many as we can available.
Yeah, it's
The 15th, is that what you're talking?
about the 16th of June.
It's a Tuesday.
Are there
Or-
other city meetings that we have to work around that week?
Oh, wait.
That's what I'm just pulling up here.
The 15th, the Monday, the 15th?
I'm gone. Can I call in?
Why don't you keep it till Monday, we're pretty good. Other city meetings,
I think I can do Monday the 15th. Well,
That day works for me.
Oh, how about Monday the 29th? Anyone around Monday the 29th?
I'm planning on being gone.
I'll be gone that day.
About a month, we've been gone the whole month pretty well, so.
We would leave, yeah,
Okay.
we'd probably leave around the 15th and be gone till July 15th.
Okay. Well, Frank's out, so what do you need, Duncan?
yeah, okay, we'll go Duncan's schedule.
What's good for you, Duncan? You want the 29th?
Well, I mean.
I'm gone that week, but,
You done the 29th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's not
All right.
bad.
Well,
I just
agree.
know I'll be here the 29th of June, I know that. Unfortunately, the weekend, the Monday before, no, and the Monday
the 15th, no, right?
and the 15th,
All
no.
right, I think maybe tentatively, let's leave it for the 22nd then.
Yeah.
And then if we have any of us that need to move out, we can fall back to the next week.
Monday the 8th?
I'm definitely here that week.
Huh?
I am here that week.
Monday the 8th. Do we have a Monday for the 8th? Are we all here on Monday the 8th?
I'm here, but
Is that too soon?
I think whenever you guys want to meet would be fine.
We could do that.
Are you here, Craig?
Yeah, right. I'll let you know if I'm here.
I plan my
on the
vacations and all my
7th.
meetings, I think.
You're here, Frank?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm here.
I'm here.
All right, we can do Monday the 8th. We can make that work.
Right, then you can call me absent, but
Are
you don't
you-
need me either.
Are you here Monday the 8th?
Yeah, but I'm a non-voting conservative guy, so.
Yeah, he doesn't count as a quorum, so,
I know.
and you middle guys.
But yeah, I would have to be absent that day, but that's okay.
I am out the 4th and 5th, so I will need to get the packet out by the 3rd then, so we'll just have to get the agenda out earlier. that
In other
week.
words, you want minutes this week and the agenda soon after.
Okay, perfect.
Monday, June 8th?
We would all be here.
Somebody want to make a motion to move the meeting?
I will make a motion to move it to Monday the 8th.
I'll second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Very good. All right, and with that, I think we can make a motion to adjourn. I will make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All right, and call the end of our meeting.
Well done, good one, good meeting. So, Chris, I'll be absent in that, is that okay then, or do you
I'm
want?
sorry.
I'll be absent for that, or do you want me to send you an email or something like that for that?
So when do we get to
No, I just, I
move
know,
forward?